Do Twitch. I'm back out of here with another Street Fighter stream. I got ranked up last stream and then I D-rank. So let's see if we can rank up again and hopefully not D-rank.
Special match. Online. Arcane Online. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The top player is here.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Puts one in the pocket.
Viral arrow! Viral
Charges in with authority. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where's this match gonna go? Trips him up. Player 2 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Spends gauge to hit back with a reversal. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. This may be it. Swagger step. Nice parry. Medium kick hits. The fighters return to the reversal. This is gonna hurt. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They're going for the super art. Catches them out. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Digs in deep to get that drive in. The next touch may decide this round. Will this super art do anything? Gets him with a Euro step. What a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Absorbs the attack and fires back. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Drive reversal doesn't change anything. Drive reversals make for great invincible counterattacks, but you've got to be careful. If they get blocked, your opponent can score a counter hit. Gets the knockdown, and now uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Picks the drive reversal. Reads them. Coming through.
What?
Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Both fighters are barely alive. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player finishes with the throw. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Spin knuckle. Who's going to start things off? Hits him with a stop and pop. Can't tech the throw. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Going in. Big throws. Player 2 has the life lead and charges forward. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Both fighters planning something, going on the offensive. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. The perfect parry. Knockdown and the throw connects. Gotta be careful. They're going for the super art. Gets him with a Euro step. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Like reversal. Experiencing grip. What a finish!
Oh.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Oh, reversal! Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Here comes, gets him with a Euro step and whips. They're wide open. Player opts for the arrow. Connects with the throw. What now? Drive parry. Reversal. Things are looking. This is gonna hurt. Are they going to drive rush? Good decision with that throw. Both sides getting ready. Knocked them out of the air. The low. Okay, here we go. Player 2. Ooh, put a little extra on that. I can't believe it. I called it. I called it. What was he thinking? Player 2 opts for the arrow. This is a critic. Ooh, does him dirty. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of his goddamn mind there.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. A jump in. Parry. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Still very early in the round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. They need to hold out. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super arm. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Taking stock. Fatal leg twister. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Going in. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Drive reversal. Going on the offensive. This is a turning point. Experiencing burnout. Drive rush. Noticeable up for the arrow. Catches them out. Both sides getting ready. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Who's going to steal this win? Toss-up attack. Hits him with his betting it all on a drive rush. Hooligan grab. What a read. What's next? Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Chases him down. Target combo into... Reversal. Here comes and whip. They're wide open. Connects with the throw. Scuffle. Drops him hard. Cannon spike. Dangerous range here. Gets him with a Euro step.
Oh, Blair.
Guts to pull that
He's
off.
losing that shit.
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
I've never seen one. Damn that. so often. I don't even remember how to do mine.
Special match.
Damn.
Online.
I didn't mean to do that.
Special online. Here comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Poison's on the menu.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Perfect air to air. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. They need to hold out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Takes a trip. Box him with a target combo. Drive gauge finally recovers. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be springs forward with the drive rush. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Then hits them with a stop and fire. Getting tipsy with the devil inside.
That is. Oh.
Jumps up, scrapping it out, up, springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Super Clutch brushes that off and keeps going. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Drive rush to keep it going. Are we going to see a comeback here? Getting it all on the drive rush. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open. This is gonna hurt. And eats it. Jumps. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting.
Oh.
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Wrecks them. What's next? Nightshade incoming. Uses their drive gauge. Crowns them from above. Ooh, you never know what can happen. The low kick hit. A jump in? Player solid anti-air. Okay, here we go. They've been keeping a full drive gauge in their pocket, but they gotta pull it out sooner or later. Dangerous range here. Ooh, crushes the shin. This is gonna hurt.
This is our destiny.
Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Let's go.
They are done. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The jump in is denied. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. No good up high. Blocks the jump in. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Gets right in there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Nails the anti-airs. Sticks the jump in. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Combo with the target combo. Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive.
Oh,
Love tap to close it. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps. Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Going on the offensive? Goes with the safe stuff with that target punch. Jumps in. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Max drops them hard. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Gotta do better than that. Sets up with the jump in. Flatline zone. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Arcade. Practice online. Arcade online. Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Time to erase you.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump in, finds the mark. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Goes for the throw. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out the handcuff. Shoots off a fireball up close. Whiffs the throw. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Closing moment of them takes a big gamble and rips off raw super. Player one needs to use the threat of the court, sneaks in the throw. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Shows the medium kick. Hits him with his free throw. Rushes that off and keeps going. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? A quick breather. Jumps up, hits them with a stop and bop. Big throws. Both fighters have a just goes for it at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may. This is gonna hurt. Hits him, betting it all on the drive.
damn, I fucked up.
Both sides. Ooh, what a smart throw. They gotta dig down deep here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Nightshade Pulse. Okay, nobody blink. Any throw will whip at that range.
Oh,
Throw is denied. So, what's next? Nightshade incoming. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Almost out of time. Distant closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Nightshade Pulse! Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The drive impact doesn't work! This is gonna hurt! Hits him with it, springs forward with the drive rush. Punish counter on reaction! Links it! Throws him! That throw will do some good damage. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Reads the jump in perfectly. Jumps! What are they gonna do? Overhead! Gotta do better than that! Looking to shred something! Connects with the throw! What now? Drives it back, misses! This can lead to some big damage! All whiff and no throw! A
Yeah.
real test of nerves here! Wraps it up with a throw! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Time for a drink. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Difficult situation for a throw. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. What's the play here? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Oh, whiffs the throw. Caught in the crossing. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Anything could happen here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. In a dire situation, and the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Checks with a medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen? Hits him with a stop and bop. Still very early in the round. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Goes for the rush. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Out of range. Relatively safe. He brushes that off and keeps going. The throw missed. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Knockdown and their drive gauges are looking bare. Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. The impact doesn't do anything. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Dashes! Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
The top player is here.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Fight!
There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Knockdown. Well-timed corner switch takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. No more drive gauge. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Does a good job of pushing back. Both fighters planning something? Jumps up, gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Jumps. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Knockdown and still scrapping for control of the space. Medium kick hits. Crowns him from above. Looking to impress with this super. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough?
Locked on.
Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out!
Right. Who's
We're
next?
going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is gonna hurt. Final round. Who will the fighting game? This can lead to some big damage. Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump in. They're back into the corner now. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Free flows forward rush. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Only 50% life left. What are they gonna set them with the jump in? Will this super art do anything? Connects with the throw. Okay, here we finds the target. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this. Grabs them. This is a critical moment. Crowns him from above. Locks on for the throw. They are done. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. This is gonna hurt. This may turn into a big chance. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. The jump in is denied. Will that drive impact get punished? You do not want to whip an impact. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 just goes for it at this range. KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Shows a medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. The jump in is denied. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Springs forward with the drive rush. Rushes that off and keeps going. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Medium kick hits. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Nice parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Big opportunity coming. Fatal leg twister. Manages to block the jump-in attack. In with the cross-up. Noticeable life lead. Gets the counter hit and the win.
Right.
Last
Who's
round,
next?
people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Blast that off. It's a good spot to use the super. Killer bee spin. Ugh. adjusting the spine. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Big gauge lead here. Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we vital parry. A jump? This may turn into a big hooligan grab. What a read. Player 1, what a finish. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Oh dear.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The top player is here.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. There's a corner switch. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Life lead opens up. Gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Oh god, this is tense. They kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reactions there. Player 1 with a good start to the fight. But can they keep it up? Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Solid throw tech. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Gets the jump in. Hits them with drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Jumps in. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Throws them. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Hooligan grab. What a read. Excellent block. A jump in. Time for a drink. Sticks out a kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Are we going to see both fighters use their drive moves here? Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Oh, yo! Rock super here. Excellent read. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Jumps in with the cross. Fights back with authority. What are they gonna do? Gotta do better than that. Almost out of time. Flatlines them. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The attack is parried. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Long low attack hits. Nice tech. Beautiful setup with that attack. All right, what's coming up next? The jump in catches them. Knock, drive, rush to keep it going. We're in the final moments of the round. Both fighters are playing around with a full drive gauge too. Misses the drive impact. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. sees it coming and blocks it out.
Fight!
In there! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? With the throw. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. From upstairs. Finds the target. Drive rush to keep it going. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. The low. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the drop tap to close it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Who's going to pumps the brakes on the impact? Jumps? We're just getting springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. This can lead to some big damage. Free full strike. Drive rush. Player low heavy.
Spiral arrow!
Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Rushes in. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Jump! Sets up with the jump in. What are they gonna do? They've been keeping a full drive, breaking them shins with the low heavy. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Ooh, crushes the shins. Put them on notice. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. The low kick connects. What is he thinking here? The super armor does its job. Takes the trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Surprises them with a drive rush. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. All right, what's coming up next? Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Player one chases them down. There's the impact. Not in there. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling, or get spring to create some space. Nails the anti-air. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. Medium kick. Tries to mitigate their movement, but brushes that off and keeps going. Looking for it, springs forward with the drive rush. Let's go! Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This charges forward. Nice carry. Connects with the throw. Okay, betting it all on the drive rush.
What?
And they close the ground without relying on drive. What's next? Drive flat lands in. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. All right, what's coming up next? Combo with the target combo. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Okay, creating some space here. Luminous kick! Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. They take some time to back off and a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. A clean hit. Toxic Blossom is activated. Hits them with his springs forward with the drive rush. Hits them with a stop and block. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Fires off a Nightshade Pulse. Cuts in with a drive rush to keep it going. There it's drive and back misses. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. In with Snake Step. Shows a medium kick. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? This can lead to some big damage. Nightshade incoming. Player 2. Gotta do better than that. Punish counter on the action. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Or you clean down the purple stuff. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Which fighter will this is gonna hurt. Hits him. Getting it all on the drive rush. Player 1 is in a very good spot. The low. Okay, here we go. Pumps the brakes on impact. Gets the side switch. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Whip in with the crosser. Free flow strike. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Drive impact misses. Orchid Spring. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 2 has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Dashes out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. It is over. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while.
Bathe in my masterwork.
comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
The top player is here.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Takes a trip. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Does a good job of pushing. Will this super art connect? Player one is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Big, low, reaching heavy. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Ends with a projectile. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jumping. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? No contest in there. Player two took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Still slugging it out here. Puts one in the pocket. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gun shy. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. Will this super art connect? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Had the radar up and running. What a clutch side kick there. Now they need to capitalize. Springs forward with the drive rush. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. This is the race. The super doesn't hit. Drive rush to keep it going. One chance here may end this match. Hits him with his free flow. KO! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Who delivers the pain right to the doorstep? Well-timed corner switch. Avoids getting cornered. Still very early. Oh! Brushes that off and keeps going. Turns it up a notch and sends them straight to Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. All right, what's coming up next? Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Springs forward with the drive rush. Throws them forward and experiencing burnout. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Noticeable. Oh, yo! Lost super hit! Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still with it. Pumps the brakes on the impact and flatlines them. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Wow, I'm liking it sexy.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
The top player is here.
Simple and clean. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The cross-up's good. Trips him up. That drive impact is blocked. Forcefully closes the gap. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The jump in is denied. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. I can't keep track of these corner switches. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. Trying to read each other here? Going on the offensive? Finishes with the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen? Hits them with a stop and bob. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Okay, creating some space here. Anything could happen here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Hits them with his free throw, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters planning something, looking for a chance. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Blocks it. Fires off a whirlwind. Jumps up. Not experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Their spacing is, they're going for the super art. Drive rush to keep it going. Super receive kick to make KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to puff up while they
Damn, I can't drink.
The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back
What
to
the
reassess.
fuck?
Time for a new game plan. Player 1 chases them down. Knocked down. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Burnout activates. Player 1 can't afford to get springs forward with the drive rush. Gets the jump in. Hits him with his drive rush to keep it going. The super doesn't hit. That threads it cleanly. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the
That's
night.
strange.
What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Is going on the offensive? Gets the knockdown, and now Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Looking springs forward with the drive rush. Smart play with the throw. Both drive rush to keep it going. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Oh, they drive it back. Their spacing is so on point. Totsugeki to the face. Crowns them from above.
Man, I'm a universal all-star.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
We're all
Final round. Fight.
Hits them with a stop and bomb. It's time for both fighters to
Damn,
lay it all
bro.
on the line. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Ooh,
What's
what a
this,
smart
little man?
throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A quick breather. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. drive attack misses. Starts with whirlwind. Nice fireball. Absolutely relentless. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Whirlwind shot. They are not getting close to each other.
Bro, this man.
Finds the target. A jump? This may turn into a big chance. Harry is willing to risk it for the overdrive. More fuel
Can't get it in.
Cook them up. Wants to close it out in style, but isn't enough.
Picture perfect.
Still in it with a sliver. Burns out. There's a burnout. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
The top player is here.
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Life lead opens up. Decides to gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reaction to the fireball? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Pokes with a medium kick. They return to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Scrapping it out, up, hits them with a stop and pop. Saw that coming. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. With the solar plexus strike. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Jumps in. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to buff up while they can. Checks him with a projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. The low is denied. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Hold your breath. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Life lead opens perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reaction to the fireball? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Brushes off the impact. Forcefully closes the gap. Hits him with his springs forward with the drive rush. Going in? Nice block on the overhead. Side switch in the corner. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Gets the jump in. Still slugging it out at this range. What a drive rush to keep it going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They exchange blows. Doing some quick planning? The low's blocked. Tensions are running high. Both of them can finish this now. What now? And whips! They're wide open. Crowds them from above. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Synchronized jumps. Who's the low heavy? Uses their drive gauge. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh, here we go. Hit them with a quick low kick.
Oh.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Top player is here.
Let me have some fun.
Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks for the projectile. Will the drive parry here open things up for him? Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. They digs in deep to get that drive impact. Jumps up. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Very solid corner switch. Who will capitalize on an opening first? KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Sandblast! Jump! Hits him with his quick drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They were expecting that drive impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Are they going to be able... The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. That's a counter. Knockdown and... Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Perfect execution with the anti-air. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Who's gonna take it? Turns out. Flatlines up. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Fires a blast. Who's going to steal this win? Time for a drink. Bumps up. Sees the overhead coming. Player 2, all the throw connects. Knockdown and... That's a counter. Still slugging it out at the low. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 has a full drive, connects with the throw. Amazing. Player 1 is in a very... Oh, yo! Ross, super here! Flatline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Shows a medium kick. Picture perfect punish counter. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. They hit each other. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 needs to KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Connects with medium kick. Jumps. Hits him with his free throw. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Scrapping it out up close. Super clutch corner switch. Uses the target combo as a filler. Barely blocks the jump in. Blossom. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. The low. What are they gonna do? Looking to follow up. Cashes out the cage right there. Oh, critical art now.
This is our destiny.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Gets got.
Flatline zone.
You're kidding me! Of course I'd win!
Fight. Round. Fight.
Checks with a sandblast. Who's going to steal this win? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Overhead, but it won't work. Risky up close scraps still going. Even fishing to get meter is risky in this game and may affect how they approach the neutral. Oh, what a smart throw! Okay, here we go. Looking to follow up after that target combo. The low. Excellent block. Drives it back, misses. They're in range. Nothing stops this train. Clutch parry. Noticeable low heavy. Low heavy. What will be the follow-up here? Player 1 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance, but tries to act quickly. Flatline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
I got couch streams. I'm tired of playing this game. So that's it for this round. This is only an hour and 15 minutes. That sucks. But yeah, hope I got my ass kicked mostly. Hope everyone enjoyed this stream. Yep. Till next time, I'm gone. Wake up.